Good afternoon, Florida Fishing Magazine followers. This is Captain Danny over Cedar Key, Florida with Southern Salt Charters. Back again this month to give you a little breakdown of what to expect going forward. We're here about the middle of February, rolling into March. We're starting to get some weather that actually makes some sense. The winds are still lifted pretty high. You might can hear that in the phone there, in the microphone. I'm actually up in Steenhatchee today, pre-fishing for the Power Pole Pro Series. That's up here this weekend. Is Friday and Saturday here in a couple of days. This full moon's kind of got things a little screwy for us. We're seeing some fish, which is a big plus. You know, obviously if you don't have fish to catch, it's hard to catch them. So we got half the battle solved. We just got to figure out what's going to make them bite during this full moon. Been a little difficult. But as far as going forward, there at Cedar Key, we should see some of our creek systems come alive in our redfish world. Some of the hard bottom spots and the creeks to the east and some of the creeks to the north have some nice oysters in them. Both of those should kind of come alive as our water temperature kind of rises and stabilizes through March. Some bait moves in there, you know, things of that nature, just kind of gets them all riled up, so to speak. We throw a lot of top water plugs during that time. I lean on the skitter walks more than anything, and some gold spoons work well. Some paddle baits like swim baits, those work real well too, weedless style, because there's a lot of rock, like I say, we throw around. That scene should liven up for us pretty good in March, I'm sorry. And then our trout fishing again should come on up. You know, we're wrapping up some of that late winter spawn and sheephead fishing right now. That's going to be pretty much a thing of the past in March. So we're going to start leaning on that trout fishery, and then the red fishery is going to come around a little better for us, like I say, as we get a stable weather pattern. So those are the big things to look forward in March. Looking forward to March for us there in Cedar Key. Pretty much the same thing up to the north there, Swanee, Steenhatchee, just north of me. Like I say, is where I'm at today. We've caught some really big trout up here. We had one the other day about 6 pounds. So that's going to keep going on through March. You're going to start seeing more of those big trout show up on the reports as things kind of stabilize. Again, we throw in a lot of Z-Man paddle tail stuff at them. Again, top water. March and April are huge top water months. You know, they love to see a top water dancing across the top of the water during those stable times as you're coming out of the winter and going into spring. So have some fun with some top water this month. Shake and bake, as we call it, and get yourself around some good oyster bottom or some good shell bottom or rock bottom in the creeks. Make sure you got you some grass mixed in there with it. They got to have them a little home, a little place, some cover. So mix it up in those types of areas. Throw your top water plugs, and have you some spoons for backups when them short strikes start happening. You got to have you a secondary plan. And you should have a good month for March. And it's up in Cedar Key and in Steenhatchee, Horseshoe Beach, Swanee area. Again, this is Danny Allen with Southern Salt Charters out of Cedar Key. Appreciate y'all watching. Thank you.